Hi guys, welcome back to Game 2 versus LGD Gaming and Newbee. Well, Newbee currently 1-0 up. In this best of 3 series, my name is Hades, I'm your caster for this best of 3 series, all the way from Singapore. And no, I'm not 16 years old, 13 years old actually, Kappa. No, I'm actually not 13, please don't believe that, oh god. Anyways, we've just begun the draft. I mean, LGD and Newbee, they don't really ban out heroes who are actually the norm. I mean, they did ban out the Queen of Pain, they banned out the Chun. Well, for good reason. I mean, Newbee, Rabbit's Queen of Pain was just super on point. And, well, Newbee don't want to have to play against the IO combo against anybody. So, I mean, we ban out the IO. Who will be the next ban for Newbee? Gyrocopter, Undying. It will be the Visage again, so these standard bans, and LGD Gaming, they go with a first pick Gyrocopter. It will be a Sylar Gyrocopter, something which he is definitely very experienced with. He's no stranger to it. And hopefully this time they won't pick up an Alchemist. I mean, he was just farming. He had all these items, but the thing is, he just really didn't have the impact as a carry. So, okay, we'll see the first two picks of Newbee. Who's it gonna be? Well, I wouldn't say no to having the Dragon Knight first pick again, just because he's a really good hero. He's so tanky. And of course, now we're gonna wait just a bit more. Newbee, it looks like Banana. He's just waiting a bit, thinking, who is going to be the first two picks of this game? Who's going to set the pace? How are we going to show this out? Because LGD Gaming, I mean, I can agree if you go like, say, just an Alchemist or a Lone Druid, either one, but you don't put both of them into the same draft. Alright, so Newbee first two picks, Shadow Fiend and Clockwork. So your offlane and mid hero just picked up immediately. Well, Shadow Fiend, poof. Very nice. You can always go for the mech first. You can go for the Yield Scepter. Clockwork always good for the initiation. Well, MNY's Rubik again to great effect. Nice spells to steal actually. Besides the race, he can steal the hook shot, which can steal. I mean, he can just stop somebody in his tracks. Maybe even cancel a TP if he's lucky at the right time. So we're gonna see the third bans. Enchantress. Looks like they just want to take out any jungling potential which Newbee has. Gonna see Enigma ban, hopefully? Okay, so Newbee, they do ban out the Dragon Knight. Don't want to give it away to LGD. Haven't seen a Xiao 8 Magnus in a while. I wouldn't mind seeing that happen. Just give some, form of extra DPS to the Gyrocopter. That can really pay off. Okay, so it'll be the Lifestealer ban again. Is there some sort of, I get the feeling that there's this hidden strat practiced by the Chinese teams, which is why they always keep peeling up Lifestealer. I mean, just indulge me for one more, guys. I mean, this conspiracy theory. I mean, when you see them banning out these heroes, but they haven't exactly been played that often. I mean, of course, there's always the logic where you ban out the Lifestealer so that you can take out the Storm Spirit, but then again, I mean, if the Shadow Fiend pick up already, picking a Lifestealer would be okay-ish. Okay, so it will be a Lina. Support Lina. You can always put the Shadow Fiend into the safe lane. Just let him farm up there instead. And Lina can take the mid. Kinda tough to tell, but they do ban out the Viper. Not wanting to give it away to maybe. So we've got 20 seconds of time before we enter bonus. Not sure. LGD Gaming, Xiao 8 just taking his time to pick up this third hero. Okay, I feel that maybe they need someone who can follow up with the Rubik, because the logic behind maybe picking up the Lina immediately right now, after seeing the Rubik, telekinesis into that Light Strike area can deal a lot of hurt. It's very good for pickoffs as well, even if you go with the roaming combo. Rubik into a Gyrocopter itself is pretty deadly. A telekinesis into the Rocket Barrage, or even a telekinesis into the missile. Pretty annoying to deal against. Looks like Xiao really taking his time with this third pick. Feels like Lina was just taken away from him. Okay, so we've got less than a minute of bonus time left. And we're going to see the Darkseer again. Maybe put a Darkseer solo lane against a against the Clockwork. Or Gyro Rubik and maybe even a Witch Doctor can just go to the same to the aggro tri-lane, to the off lane for an aggro tri-lane. Yep, it will be a Darkseer. So Xiao8 having a lot of faith in this Darkseer. Fourth pick, Newbee. Now, how would you counter this? I mean, if I were on Newbee's side, well, I actually wouldn't mind picking up Avenge. Take it away from LGD or even actually a Shadow Demon. I would pick up a Shadow Demon. Just so that you can amplify magic damage. Shadow Fiend's raises will do so much more. You have more kill potential. Or just even set up for the Lina. But at the same time, I mean, thinking about hard carries, PL would be a gamble. Okay, so it's going to be a Disruptor. That's quite scary, but at the same time, I mean, if Newbee decides to go into the offensive, it means that LGD Gaming, they can't really run away, because when you have the glimpse, you're just going to end up back to where you started. And LGD Gaming, they really need someone to follow up with the Rubik. It will be the Storm Spirit pickup. So Storm Spirit against a Shadow Fiend, most likely to be the mid lane up. Storm Spirit is going to be so easily ganked before level 6, especially with the Lina around. So maybe, I mean, we haven't seen a Phantom Lance actually picked up at all today, if I'm not mistaken. Right. I mean, it could even be a Storm Spirit safe lane. You let Sylar play in the Storm Spirit. You get one more hero mid. You could even play the Sniper mid. Sniper's still valid in my opinion. I mean, I don't know why. Just because that slight nerf to his Shrapnel. He's still a very, very valid hero. Well, the Enigma ban, taking away a bit of teamfight, form of initiation as well. And of course, when you ban out the Slada, it's just a hero which has also found itself back in the Chinese. Alright, so we've got 15 seconds. Actually, we've only like 50 seconds before Newbee has to decide their final pick before LGD decide theirs. So I really wouldn't mind seeing Sylar play on the Storm Spirit, a farming Storm Spirit. Okay, so we've got 15 seconds left of time. Yeah, I could really dig with Sniper. Because there's just so many other heroes to focus down for LGD side. Sniper mid will be really good, and it will be a Lycan. So let the push strat begin. The Howl, Shadow Fiend, extra damage with the souls. Yikes. Oh, what? Treant Protector. Okay, that kind of explains why Vici Gaming Potential banned out the Treant against LGD then. So Xiao8's gonna be like that. You know, he's gonna be that spy, just going around the natured skies, providing intel for the team. The lead sheet, and of course with the living armor as well, it means that LGD Gaming's heroes can afford to play a tiny bit more aggressive, especially on this gyrocopter. How the lanes go? I mean, the Darkseer going up against the Lycan now would actually be pretty legit, because then he won't be able to farm as easily. Alright. MMY, pick up your hero maybe? No one's DC'd. Alright, there we go. So game 2 between LGD Gaming versus Newbee. On the Radiant side, June playing on your Clockwork. We will have Sunshine playing on the Disruptor, Moo playing on the Shadow Fiend, Banana on the Lina, and Rabbit playing on the Lycan. Over on the dark side for LGD Gaming, Xiao8 on the Treant Protector, Yao on the Darkseer, Sylar playing on the Gyrocopter, maybe on the Storm Spirit, and MMY, Mama Yet playing on the Rubik. So we're gonna see all 5 heroes just walk into each other. Look at Xiao 8, he's gonna be hitting straight to him. Yep, or actually he's gonna find June. Right click. No missile just yet. The Cog's gonna push him back. And the Howl's coming out. And actually, can he get anything? I think both teams just have to back off. But Newbee can afford to keep chasing. Throwing some hits to maybe. And they will back off to the T1. So this means Mu, he can either take the bottom bounty or somehow just rush straight to the top one. Xiaoyan has to go back to base, has no more mana. Over here, Sylar, he didn't go into any points, or he didn't scalp into the rocket, into the homing missile. He went straight for the rocket barrage. Iron Shell already popped up on Sylar. Are they going to contest this rune? Not yet. Leech Seed actually up on Sylar instead. And Mu's going to get a nice bounty. Yao as well, probably. Or he's going to try and stop June, who has brown boots. Body block, body block, body block. Oh, he's going to try for the body block, catches him in the cogs. June going to beat him to the bounty rune. Oh dear, Mario Kart all over. And maybe he's going to have the slide edge in the creep equilibrium because he gets a bit of a block. So it's going to be on his high ground compared to the Shadow Fiend. Oh, is he going for the points into the race? No, he's confident of this Outlast hitting in this Storm Spirit, so he's going to put a point into the Necromastery. Aggressive lane ward over here. So it will be a solo lane Yao against a Clockwork. And this tri-lane. Well, at least Lycan has a fair bit of natural deeps with the Howl. Everyone gets a bit of damage. And Sylar can afford to just farm freely. Rabbit. Not sure why he was just twitching over there. It's like, no, 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 this lane is not safe at all. And Mu already level 2. He's going to be having much easier time last hitting with his raises. 4 and 2 on the Storm. Shadow Fiend doesn't really have to worry so much. He can catch up later on. Xiao 8 looking for something. Just walking in the trees. Well, being the Train Protector, he's just walking around at home, you know. Okay, so Sunshine and Banana haven't had any chances to set up any kills, anything yet. It's just 1 point to the Thunderstrike, hoping to get kills, but he needs more points into the Glimpse or at least the Kinetic Field. Yao having a much easier time against June, who's going to cancel his Clarity. He will hit that level 3 soon, which means these Iron Shells are going to hurt a lot more. June is going to make it very hard for him to contest. And this lane will slowly push out. But at the same time, Yao gets to farm the jungle. June, not so much. And Xiao is just going to go keep punching away at the Lina. That's not being a gentleman. Sylar going for the flat cannon to try and harass Rabbit a bit further back. Alright, so the points to the Pharaoh Impulse and the Howl. No, he's not going to be summoning any doggies just yet. Nice DD. Oh, is he going to get the D? I think he's going to get the D, but the Light Strike area did deny the rune as well. Maybe not going to get that double damage. So now we see the support from LGD. They're going to smoke up, but this Observer Watch should spot that out. They will probably think about going for Mu. It is daytime, so the tower, they will have slightly easier vision here. But it looks like they're just going to wrap around. Go for kills at the bottom lane. There is no stun on Sylar, but it is a level 2 Rocket Barrage. Oh, they're going on Banana again. Rocket Barrage comes out, but the Light Strike area connects just in the midst of time. But Sylar will still get first blood on the Banana. And Mu, well, level 2 raises. Now he can actually slowly begin to outlast it, maybe. There we go, he raises his trading hits. And Xiao is going to think about heading to the mid lane. Trying to help out the Storm Spirit. He's Cogs from June. He's 8 and 6 compared to the Darkseer, who's 14 and 1. So you can tell who's obviously winning this lane. Actually, I think they can go for Sunshine. Train Protector, spotted out by Sunshine. Who is off the map? He's just hiding in the trees. So LGD, they're probably telling the Storm Spirit, hey, back off, play careful. And Sunshine's now going to show himself. Fire versus Earth. It's going to be a mechanical man. It's like Frankenstein versus, you know, what do you have any notable werewolf characters? Garurumon from Digimon? So this game only 1 kill in 4 minutes. Looks like we're in for another passive game. Gotta wait till both teams get their core items up. June level 4, Yao's reaching that level 5. Needs 1 more creep. So this lane is pushing itself in. Self-explanatory. Oh, self-explanatory. Oh, blah. Alright, so Rabbit now level 2 Wolves. I don't think that's really gonna help much besides using the Wolves to actually scout out the positions of the supports on LGD's side. Net worth, your Gyrocopter's leading. Shadow Fiend just behind him, but like what, 10 gold? Boom. So Sylar will be going for the Ring for Krilla. And the stacks for maybe. Shadow Fiend stacking? No, actually he's just gonna push out the lanes. And just casually right click them down. So in terms of farming efficiency, I would say Storm Spirit has a slight edge. Who's reaching at level 6? What's in the courier? Soul Ring? No, it's just his bottle. Over here bottom lane looks like they want to dive. They will go straight for Rabbit. Kinetic Field going placed down. MMY stuck inside, but the Rocket Barrage going on Sunshine. Lash Strike Eric catches nobody. And Sylar, the Trend Protector, going to get the kill. Going straight for Banana again, but the Wolves are going to start clicking down Sylar. Hoping to scratch away at that flying helicopter, not going to get a kill. So a nice pickup here for Sylar. And strangely, I mean, these Ancients not being stacked, unless these stacks, are for the Gyrocopter. So Sylar here hoping to snipe off the Wolf. And now we see LGD support Xiaoyan and MMY looking for a bit of mischief. Storm Spirit does get the Shadow Fiend. Oh dear, disaster. So 3 for 0. LGD looks like they want to force a game 3. And Rabbit, he's going to use his wolves to scout them out, but MMY, oh yep, he will be scouted. Yep, the smoke is scouted, so he scouts them out. It's totally good to spell. Alright, and regen were denied by the wolves. Oh, Rabbit, you annoying bugger. So Storm Spirit gonna be very unhappy with that one. That was one of the best runes you can get for Storm. Top lane, June finally has his level 6. Where's our Darkseer? Well, he's back at base. No boots, just Soul Ring. And maybe they're thinking about diving in again. Sylar may be going for it. Nope. Wolves are gonna scout them out again. So this is where Rabbit's Wolves really come into play. Oh, maybe he's going for Moo. Doesn't have the raises. Level 1 raise. Yes, he will. He will get the kill, Moo. Oh, maybe. What a player. So he gets the bottle crew up now. Gets a bigger advantage in lane. His net worth totally leapfrogged over the SF. And this bottom lane, tri-lane against tri-lane, is really very quiet. Oh, June may get a solo kill on Yao. TP's coming in. This battery assault is doing a ton of damage. Here comes the telekinesis. He brings him back. June going to fall here. No ion shell at all. I think Yao was panicking. He didn't have the ion shell on. He's gonna salve up, so he's gonna have a slightly easier time picking up his brown boots now. And Xiaoyan still level 3. That living armor making all the difference in the world. Over here, meanwhile, Sylar level 6. Gold graph, past 2k in favor of LGD. Experience wise, that's a bit over 1,000, so it's still quite even. This game still can be won by Newbee. 5-0. And maybe he's got a huge stack to clear. I don't think you want to be using your soaring to clear this. That's a bad idea. Oops. And there we go. Suddenly level 9. Hero levels, he's above the Shadow Fiend, who's taken to farm in the jungle. No, actually that's Rabbit. Where did our Shadow Fiend go? Oh yeah, he is farming the jungle, but he is making his way towards treads. Bottom lane, they get easy push, and with Xiaoyan, that natural base damage, he's just punching the towers down. So Train gets a nice tower kill. First T1 down, and now we're gonna see a 4-man smoke gank. June probably gonna be leading the charge for the hookshot. Apparently the tree is scaring him back. Oh, they want to go for the gyro. He's the bigger target. Is that a good idea though? Oh, there we go. Cancels his TP. Sylar, you're dying. No living armor is gonna save you at all. Call down use. Everyone's brought to 2/3 HP, but that's it. And now maybe an MMY. They smoke up themselves looking to go for this. Oh, he may be able to find Moo. But no, he's turning around. They're gonna find Rabbit instead. Telekinesis up in the air, maybe. Actually, no. He's going straight for Banana. Oh, maybe you need one more click. He's gonna get in Banana, and the glimpse sends him back. He's gonna actually zip away, but he's gonna get right clicked down by the Lycan, who's in his doggy mode. And Storm Spirit does not like it doggy style. Yao gonna be making his way to his mech. This top lane also pushing itself in. And Xiao 8, level 4. That was a nice hookshot at the perfect timing. Gyrocopter, Sylar was just TPing out, and out of nowhere, the hookshot really being very great. Just cancelling the TP. He was actually really close to getting out too. He was like 0.8 seconds or something. Now June has his hookshot available again. Sansheng getting closer to that level 6, halfway through level 5. Trend Protector making his way towards level 5. Item progression wise, it's just tons of brown boots and treads. Gold Graph dipping down in favor of Newbee now. That was a big kill on the Storm Spirit, which kind of reduced the net worth advantage. He's now 4.6, Ujaro's 4.2. Well, Lycan has to take to the jungle with 3.5k net worth. Going towards the Vladimir's offering. And Banana's just gonna push this lane back. You know, Yao, happy to farm closer to the Magnetes, like 200 gold. No smokes. Yep. What's he healing? Okay. Anyway, the wolves just scouting out as usual, not gonna find anything. Is there a smoke on either of them? Actually, yes, there is a smoke on Xiao 8. They're gonna smoke, head into the enemy jungle, but there's nobody there. These observe wards not gonna spot anybody out besides these wolves and creeps. But looks like the intended target is probably somewhere in the mid. Over here, smoke gank maybe. Yes, there's a smoke on Sansheng. But oh no, they're gonna find the wolf instead. There we go, zips in, Rabbit turns into his wolf form. Medallion as well, making all the difference in the world. The pull, and you just can't run from the storm. Brace yourselves. Storm Spirit is coming. And a mech up on Yao. Woo-wee. Level 2 vacuum. LGD having a much better early game compared to the previous game. Banana closer and closer to level 6, has the Tranquils. Level 6 now. Xiao 8 with his Nature's Guise. Oh, might find Sansheng. But the dogs spot them out. They're going straight in for Sansheng. Gonna zip back in. A nice hook shot pushes them back. And oh dear, like feel as well. Mew, where is the Requiem of Souls? Isn't even gonna use it. Gonna bring Yao down to call on, doing a ton of damage. A 2-for-2 trade. And maybe he wants one. He's gonna pull Banana back in. Sylar, the Rocket Barrage. Storm Spirit gets a double kill, but that's the end of that exchange. 3-4-2. Man, the Storm had more mana. He probably would have gotten more kills, that's for sure. But with 150 mana, you can't really do anything except zip into your death. That was a really good static Storm, but unfortunately the cogs just pushed them a bit too far out. So now maybe he will be so much closer to his Bloodstone. 13 minutes in, Treads, Soul Ring, Magic Wand, and Point Booster. Xiao 8 with the Medallion, and we have Sylar heading towards drums, or is this a casual bracer again? And Yao, Ion Shell. With the mech, I would say it's helping these team fights to sustain so much more. I was kind of surprised that he didn't even use the Requiem of Souls when everyone was so close to him. He was going for the razors instead, but the mech just kept the rest of LGD alive long enough to do more DPS. Alright. And Wolf over here ready to deny the rune. You can see the Lycan he's waiting for. He's going to deny it. Yes, he will. And maybe he will just TP back to base. There's a bounty. Going to get denied by the wolf as well. Wow, Rabbit really being very, very annoying. Vladimir's on the way. Yes, and the mech as well. So Newbee's teamfight is significantly stronger now. Almost on level 11. There's a smoke on Sansheng, so maybe they'll go for it. There's a hookshot available as well. 9. Right, so aggressive wards being placed out from Xiao8. He's gonna know the movements of Newbee. And nice T on top. Xiao8 thinking about going in. He's gonna find Rabbit, but Rabbit. Oh, they're gonna find Sansheng instead. But the Static Storm very quickly puts two traps Xiao8 instead. Here comes the call down. Gonna kill Sansheng probably. Actually, maybe not. Yes, he will finally get it. Here comes the hookshot connecting on 2. Stuck them in the cogs. Oh my god. And the vacuum to follow. June gonna follow. Light Strike Array catches nobody. Gyrocopter gets a kill, so it's 2 for nothing. And over here, Rabbit, the dog's gonna chase down the Train Protector. And who knew that dogs actually like to eat veg? Ah, these veggies. And Sylar closer and closer to his BKB. He has 2.5k in his pocket. Storm did very well. 2 has the Bloodstone recipe. So another 500 gold, he will have his Bloodstone. And Rabbit with hit. Probably could be thinking of a Necro Book, could be an AC, could be a BKB, so many item choices. But this is not a good game to go Roche as a Lycan as well, because I mean, the T1s for LGD are both still standing, which means they can respond very, very easily. And once again, he's getting spotted out. They want to smoke up, you can tell. Probably got spotted out. Actually, no. It is daytime, but does this ward actually spot them out? Let's check. Well, actually it doesn't spot out the smoke at all. They're fine. And they're just gonna go walk into the Roche pit. Wow, this is really, really risky. Apparently he used the smoke as well. I saw a second smoke. Oh, and LGD, they probably don't have a clue. I don't think they do. Roche is pretty low. Yep, there we go. Oh, the hookshot catches MMY in the back. Grand Mega's gonna telekinesis him out of the cog, but June's coming back in and Shadow Fiend gets the kill. Nice Static Storm, doesn't really do anything though by Clockwork. Oh, now comes the vacuum into the wall. It's a 4-man vacuum, maybe coming in, zipping all the way in for the damage. He's gonna kill a Sansheng in the back. A Requiem of Souls comes out. It's a nice 2-for-2 trade. And Xiao8 inside getting away very, very low. June needs the cogs. Will get the kill on the gyro. Xiao8 thinking about getting the kill here. No, he can't. And now Mu gonna man up against Maybe, who doesn't have any other damage. Actually, maybe he can. He's gonna pull him back in. Oh dear, Mu. Yes, he gets the kill. Maybe gets 3 Bloodstone charges out of that fight. So it's a 4-for-2 trade because the Aegis was expended as well. What a fight from LGD. So that's a Storm Spirit utilizing that extra overload to the max. He's testing it to the limits. With the Electric Vortex pulling the Shadow Fiend back in. And he doesn't really have that much damage besides sustainability from the mech. So the Gyrocopter cooldown was really good as well. Gotta commend the Darkseer for the vacuum though. Pity about no wall. He did a 4-man vacuum. And now he will be going to a 4-staff? June has a hook again, will be making his way either towards a 4-staff or a blade mill. He has the items to go to either. Rabbit, are we going for those Necro 3 books? Which will be pretty good, I guess, if you want the mana burn on Maybe. He's gonna go into the Ancients again. Oh no, maybe thinking about going for June. So suddenly out of nowhere, Newbee just stuck against the corner. Well, meanwhile, Yao is farming up the enemy jungle. Will be going towards the 4-staff. Has the Staff of Wizardry. Train Protector. He's going to walk into the trees. Go and try and scout somebody out. But there's sentries laid down all over the floor. This observer spots them out. It's gonna put an observer down as well. So Banana's gonna be aware. Yep, Sentry should spot it out. No? Oh dear, he didn't spot that. Oh, it's actually gonna expire in 10 seconds, so luckily. Oh yeah, now they're gonna de-warden, okay. Over here, Xiaowei, he's gonna know that there's a sentry over there. Yao still farming the enemy jungle, making himself at home. Kind of feels that Sunshine, he's laid out these amazing static storms, but the kinetic fields have been off the mark. Maybe change the timings, put the kinetic field down instead of the static storm first. I mean, you got a 4-man static storm, but they just walked out of it like it wasn't even there. Rubik, MMY, 400 gold to that Blink Dagger. Yao's gonna be stacking, so Gyro can easily farm that up. BKB up on him. Could be a Manta style, could be going for an MKB straight. Rabbit over here is still getting closer and closer towards the Necrobook. The higher level the Necrobook is, the mana burn is going to do so much, especially against Maybe, who doesn't have a BKB, which should be next on his item list. Window Gold Graph, 7,500, EXP at 5,000. And now he's going to go farm up the tasty ancient stack. Well, actually just wait a while more. Yeah, he's going to wait to get another stack off. And Newbee, are they gonna smoke? Well, Sancheng has a smoke. Is this the right timing? That's the thing. No, everyone on LGD is so spread out. It's really tough to tell who's going where. At the same time, these two T1s are still standing, so it's really hard. Because you want to go for a pick off near these towers, they're gonna respond really quickly with the TPs. The Wolf's gonna go and scout it, get some intel. Tree, just... Oh, he's gonna find Moo. But no one's coming in. Maybe he's just happy to farm. Alright, so over here, Rabbit has his Necrobook 1. Xiaowei just waiting in the trees. He's just stalking Moo. The wolves are gonna scout out this huge ancient stack. Boop, boop, boop. Maybe. Closer and closer to an Orchid. MMY has a dagger already. And even your supports don't feel like supports besides the Lina and the Disruptor. I mean, they're getting all these items really, let's say, reasonable timings. Syla happily bigger. Bigger is better. Rabbit farming up stacks of his own as well, using Necrobooks just to farm. And both teams just really like to farm. I mean, I'm Chinese, but even I don't farm that hard in games. Nice range creep, gonna go and scout. Wait, is this a bug? This is not a Helm of the Dominator creep. Is it? Well, actually it is. He's gonna use it to go and stack the camp for himself. Over here top lane, they do get the Rubik. They're gonna try for the Storm Spirit as well, who's TPing out. He will be fine. So nice pick also the Rubik. No, I was just wondering, like, wait, why is this guy going back? Because, you know, it's green. Look at the minimap, it's green, so you know, I'm like, what? He just walked past everybody. So Yao now with this Force Staff, maybe a blink. Alright, so it's Nature's Guys is up, he's just stalking the wolf as usual. Probably wants a bit of revenge on Rabbit, but Sylar has no points in his homing missile though. He's gone straight up for stats, flat cannon, and the rocket barrage. And over here, actually, Newbee, they want to contest this. They're not going to let this go. Fortification is forced out. Jesus, 1 minute to kill. Alright, MMI probably going to show off his fancy new blink. What spell should he steal? Should he use it on Sansheng? Oh, that would be fun to see actually. We haven't seen any overgrowth yet just yet. Oh, they're gonna pull in straight for Moo. Electric Vortex as well. Moo is dead. And Silas BKB is used as well. Here comes the Necrobook. Are they gonna farm it up? Yes, they will. Easy 300 gold for Sylar. Wow, they committed so many big spells to that. Did they use the Overgrowth on the... No, I'm pretty sure I saw the Overgrowth. Oh, he actually used it on the Necro units. So all the ults. That was really good timing though. Timing the call down. And the minute SF tried to go out, Moo just went straight in. So maybe just went straight in for the Electric Vortex, pulling the SF back in. He's like, where are you going? Come back here. You're dead. Rabbit Necrobook 2. And now LGD would just back off. They have the medallion, so Roshan is not out of the question, but he is still down. He's up pretty soon. Alright, so maybe continues to get more Bloodstone charges, 12 of them, and he's reaching level 16 after this creep camp. June going for that Glimmer Cloak of his own as well. Rabbit is still trying to push. He's getting closer and closer to Necrobook 3. He's just trying to put pressure on the side lanes. Farm as much as he can. Yao, he has 2.7k in his bank. What's he gonna get? Could be a Shiva's Guard. Banana. Oh, they're gonna find themselves what? D-wards everywhere. And back to farming. So how are you guys doing in Twitch chat? Are you enjoying the waiting to watch them farm? Sylar going for either an Ethereal Blade of Butterfly. He has just picked up the Eagle Horn. And maybe has an Orchid. I really feel he needs a BKB. Alright, so... Oh, they're just gonna go straight to the Roshan pit, looks like it. Who is... Yeah, it's up pretty soon, but they're still waiting for it. Just checking... Looks like a maximum time with Roshan. Alright, so over here... Well... What is Yao going for? 3.5k in his pocket. Holy cow. Man, these guys really need some, like, to enjoy themselves a bit more YOLO. Wolf is there, gonna scout Roshan. Should be up in the next minute. And Yao just continues to farm. He has so much gold, he's just holding it, probably waiting to see the situation. And over here, Newbee just... Oh, Glimmer Cloak picked up the Clockwork. He actually looks like a Transformer, don't you think? Oh, actually looks like an old man in drag. With bananas. Click, follow, June. Maybe they might actually smoke up here now. Nope, no smokes again. Are there even any smokes left on the Radiant side? Actually they do, they have one more smoke. Man, this game, it's really passive. A good way, like what Cyclops would say, it's really tactical. I mean, I would definitely say that LGD has so much more potential in terms of pick off some team fight. Just because you can get an overgrowth into a call down, not to mention you have the vacuum as well. So they're just avoiding all these fights. So Smoke Gang coming up from Newbee, they're gonna go straight to Roshan. And it looks like LGD now is their turn to bait. Maybe. Hitting the wolf. Spanking it down. Oh. Breaks the smoke. Xiao ate that positioning though. So now begins the awkward stare. The awkward stare down. Where you guys just stare at each other. It's like, come to me, bro. You know, just like those bullies in school. Just like, come at me, bro. And nothing ever happens. Oh, but the Necro units are popped, and the Wolf form as well. Rabbit's coming in, Doggy Style, he wants to get Xiao in. Mana burns him as well, doesn't have mana for the Overgrowth. Gonna chase him down. BKB's popped in the background. Yao coming in, doesn't get the vacuum off. Maybe he's trying to go for Sunshake. Lycan does get the kill on the Trim Projector. Cooldown doesn't hit on anybody. And our team fight's gonna drag onto Awkward Players, MMY on June. And over here, Laguna Blade did come out. Nice static storm catching nobody though. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. And Rabbit's gonna be chasing Silo and putting down the dark tier wall. MMY gonna get caught in the cogs everywhere. It's a mechanical fest. Silo gonna be clicked down by the Disruptor actually, not the Wolves. So this is a disaster for LGD. This means Roshan. And 4 for nothing. It's a huge goal change. That's almost 3,000 and a 4,400 experience lead, where 7,500 damage was done. And now we see maybe he's gonna be up here. Oh, June pushing him down. With a static remnant, he's gonna be coming in pretty soon. He wants to snipe the agent. He's gonna come in for the agent. Does he get it? No, SF gets it. He has to get out now. Telekinesis gonna put the SF on the cliff. He can't TP out. He doesn't have a TP as well. Oh dear, and here comes MNY back into the mist. Light Strike Area completely misses. June stuck on the cliff. He's gonna force dive down, and Moose just gonna enjoy the view from there. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. MNY with the call is gonna get right clicked down by the Disruptor again. Whew, 3 down. Actually no, 1 down, sorry. These guys are still on cooldown. And maybe did suicide, oh dear. He tried so hard, but the clock there was perfect with those cogs zoning him out, so it was really hard. So when he tried to go in, it was just like 1 tiny inch. But then again, every inch counts. And Rabbit, 2k in his pocket. Oh, gonna find himself maybe who has no mana. He's going in for Rabbit, and Rabbit will probably die here. Nakarina's gonna fall and maybe gets a nice lovely kill to himself and 1 extra Bloodstone charge, of course. Xiaowei back to stalking the jungles into the woods. And Sila now with the butterfly. Now he can go for more damage items. MKB, maybe even something crazy like an Eye of Scotty. And for those of you in the Twitch chat going on with your provocative talk, I did not mean it that way. I know I've got such a bad... This is like a curse. Somehow whatever I say just comes out sounding provocative. Xiaowei, oh, he's gonna find 2 heroes over here. Where's the overgrowth? Does get 3! And MMY comes in, now comes maybe. Going into a nice vacuum into the wall. 3 down and call on to bring down Sunshine. Goodbye. And Banana gonna get away just in the nick of time. Requiem of Souls. Moo coming in. He's going to pop the BKB and the mech as well. The car's gonna zone them back. But these guys are just like, why not 1 down? Easy. And maybe we'll be happy with that extra Bloodstone charge. Alright, so that was a really good reconnaissance coming out for the trend, and he hooked in, he's going straight in, but maybe, oh, he's gonna pull you back in. Now you're not force staffing anywhere. Lifestack Array catches maybe. Where's the Laguna play? Well, clean off maybe. And now we're gonna see MMY. Rabbit's gonna chase down MMY. The Grand Mega's gonna force staff down the cliff. Holy cow, he's still alive. Lifestack Array catches MMY, and Shadow Fiend with the razors will polish him off, so 2 for 2. Wait, Xiaowei's still there? Oh, not going to spot him out maybe? Oh, now it's just the wolves. That probably would have given Xiaowei a tiny heart attack. He's just here to leech EXP. Oh, but there's a sentry over there. Oh, that's not the Radiant side. Sorry, that belongs to LGD. Leech Seed maybe? No. Oh, maybe he's going all the way in. He wants it really bad. He's gonna get it. Storm Spirit gets the kill. Zipping away from far. Right, so Sansheng has a gem, gonna D1 a tiny bit. And pung pung pung. And LGD actually haven't lost a single T1 at all. They've just been doing so well this game in terms of securing map control. 8,000 gold advantage. Experience wise, just a bit of a 2,500, but hey, if you're winning the fight, you're winning the fight. Telekinesis forced out. Static Storm doesn't catch anybody. Kinetic Field as well, completely spiffed. Well, he did get the creeps. That was the only, like, bright side, I suppose. Sylar gonna get an easy T2. Roshan not up for a couple more minutes as usual. He's never there when you need him. That's what the Chinese teams are probably thinking. And maybe, well, he did die. That Laguna Blade was so good. Xiaowei has a medallion. Oh, actually, no, he just completed his arcane boots. Should be going for a solar crest. Banana happy to D-ward. Has a Ghost Scepter of his own as well. Trying to escape from the flat cannon. That's the huge issue now for Gyrocopter. Alright, so let's hope Newbee finally get a T1, but all of these T1s are so healthy. One of the pains about playing against the Treant Protector as well, when it's off cooldown, you know, he can just actually just poof poof poof, heal it up. And when you go back to it, you're like, no, step 1. My prediction actually would be just 1 T1 falling this game. For LGD's side. So take a quick look at item progression. Double ultimate orbs up on Moo. He'll be making his way slowly to his Io Scotty. Sylar has an ultimate orb of his own as well. And they're just going to keep on de-warding. Well, that's a very sneaky ward. And the wolves stalking Sylar. Yeah, this is the point where the Lycan sort of starts to fall off the grid. I mean, before the 30-minute mark, he has natural DPS. He's really strong with the Howl. He has the Wolf form. But now that it's so late, your Gyrocopter is so fat. And it's going to be a nice form and smoke to the top. With maybe as the bait. Who doesn't have to worry about dying since he's so hard to kill. He's so mobile. He has a BKB as well. Oh, they find Moo! The ultimate orb is not gonna save you, and June, oh, he went in for the hook shot, but he could pay for it with his life. There we go, the vacuum as well. 5 seconds are over, he's gonna show himself, but the call is sending him back. Maybe, is he gonna zip in? Well, no, he's not. The rocket flare just to say hi. And now they will make their way to the top T2. Start pushing. So it's 21 to 16. That ain't bad. Well, with 37 kills in 36 minutes. And over here, bottom lane, this living armor and fortification. So Rabbit's going to take a nice T1 if he can, but actually no. Here comes Treant Protector. With the Nature's Guides as well. He's looking for the Lycan, who is waiting all the way behind and has TP'd back to base. So no T1s were given this day. Unless of course, you know, this living armor. There we go. And when Rabbit finally pushes back to this top T1, he's going to be quite frustrated, I can imagine. Regeneration 4 maybe. Is he gonna get it? Well, yes he is. Shiva's incoming as well. So his mana pool continues to grow. 17k net worth, and Gyro is so farmed with 19k net worth, 5k clear off the Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend needs so much more items. I have Scotty, but what can you do? I'm like throwing snowballs in your face, but when you have a Storm Spirit that's zipping around, looks like lightning over ice. And Moo picks up his BKB. They're gonna try and force the top T1. It's actually no one's TPing in. They're just gonna give away a T1. They're like, all right, I feel bad for Newbee. I'm just gonna give them a T1 of the game. The Wolves, well, that's because they know Roshan's up pretty soon, and they don't want to risk it because if somehow this T1 falls, they do TP in, or even if they do defend it, but somehow Roshan pops up at the same time. Newbee does TP to the bottom, going straight for Rosh. Regen. And move, farming enemy jungle just before he gets out. Xiao Wei has a gem of his own, so he's gonna know where these sentries are. So map control for LGD. No, they're not gonna find anybody. Newbee just playing hide and seek with LGD. LGD just trying to find them. It's like they're shouting Marco, but there's no Polo. Right, so now over here, Yao BKB with his own with a blink, 4 staff and mech. He's gonna be quite tricky to kill as well, even for a Shadow Fiend, because there's no reliable stun on Newbee's side. So wait, Arcane. I'm still waiting for the Solar Crest to come online. Maybe Shiva's in. Oh god, my math is bad. 1100 plus 600, that's 1700 more gold. Roshan is up, so the Wolves are gonna scout it out, and the Rocket Flare as well to follow. But LGD probably don't care at all. They have so much better team fight. And of course with this Butterfly, there's no MKB on anybody. Shadow Fiend's the only one who can probably be into an MKB. Your Lycan can, but it's usually not ideal. Rocket Flare to follow, they're smoked up, they're looking for the hook shot. You can see June leading the charge. They might just block it off, the Wolves are going in. Hoping to snipe Roshan. There we go, hook shot catches Sylar right across, pushes maybe a bit further back, but Roshan's still going on. Move needs to do more damage to Sylar. Here comes the Requiem, it's always caught on the follow hits on only on the BKB carrier. Storm gets Sunshine, Gyro picks up the Aegis. Now we go, he's gonna pull Moo in. Moo's probably gonna fall here, so 2 down. And Gyrocopter gets another kill. June's gonna try and run. Banana, oh dear, nice juke from Maybe. Gave him a mango. I think I heard a mango. Laguna Blade out on Yao. Laguna Blade keeping him, living armor keeping him alive. Banana goes Scepter. And now Lashtek Area catches Sylar, but maybe he's gonna get another Bloodstone charge. He's gonna zip back in, look for more kills. He's gonna look for June. There we go, there we go. Silence as well. Oh dear, that's a ton of damage. Oh, he doesn't have to worry at all. There we go, the vacuum. He's gonna juke. Let the jukes begin. Rocket Barrage. Oh, Gyro, even a 4-staff just to get the kill. That actually looked pretty cute. Alright, so they get Roshan, they get 4 kills. The 15k gold advantage continues to stretch. And Rabbit's just waiting in the trees with the gem. With 10 seconds more before his TP's off cooldown. Alright, so maybe 13 Bloodstone charges. His BKB is still pretty long. 9-second duration. SS BKB is 7 seconds. When you lose team fast like that, it's really, really bad. What was that double creep wave here? Don't tell me he actually dragged it all from the top lane. And meanwhile, bottom lane is being pushed in. LGD, they're very confident about going high ground. They've been winning all these crucial fights. Shall it? Oh, there we go, the telekinesis. Maybe he's coming in. Oh, now we see a nice static storm in the kinetic field. Now here comes the call on as well. Vacuum, gonna bring them all back in. Nice into the wall and the overgrowth to follow. Moo down, Shansheng down. Now goes Rabbit. And Delina does get 1 kill, Constellation kill on Banana, but the Kongs traps them both in. This is suicide. Maybe. And the GG will be called by Rabbit. 41 minutes in, 17 to 28. LGD, they take game 2. They force a game 3. Alright, so the score now is 1-1. We will be back for game 3 and probably in next a couple minutes. So see you guys in a while. My name is Hades and enjoy the Monster Cat. I mean, think about this draft. It's just the lack of lockdown and LGD. They just took so much control. The Gyro Aggro Trialing really paid off. Shadow Fiend, he did okay man, but against the Storm, giving away kills like that, not ideal at all. And with the Lycan who just fell off, didn't claim as many Roshans as he would have liked. The Lina disrupted combo didn't pay off at all. So maybe just something to think about with the draft when it comes to the supports, no reliable stuns. Alright, so see you guys in a couple of minutes. We'll be back for game 3. Stay tuned.